almost done. I have to edit hybrids or abilities again because I didn't give them because I didn't like say they have regeneration and stuff like that. Don't know why. Yeah. Um, I should also mention that hybrids could probably live for like centuries because they're part demon. But yeah, because like even though Dante like physically ages, he isn't gonna suffer from like Alzheimer's in the long term. Yeah, yeah, that thing. Still like it's still like styling on people with like a fucking motorcycle, bro. Uh, and demons like I've got pretty much everything down. I think like all I need to do for demons is like give some rules as to how it works. But I think the only people who want to go for demons are the people who know how to work with them, though. Because human is like the like starter kit kind of thing. Uh, the stream. Wait. Uh, are you doing? Wait. No, no, I can't see it. Oh, on YouTube. Give me a moment. Um, yeah, found you. Wait, that's the wrong one. Yeah, I found it. Yeah. Okay. Uh, yeah. Right. Now I think it's sorted. Oh, all right. Like actually, like if they do Alzheimer's Dante, it'd be funny if he was still cooler than Nero, because he'd still be cooler than Nero. Yeah. Imagine.
You're up, Nico.
You know I got you
Yeah.
covered, asshole.
Eh, maybe in Devil May Cry 6 will make Nero cooler or something. I don't know how. I don't know. I don't know how they do it, because Dante exists. But yeah. Oh. Oh. Oh no. Oh no.
What? No chit-chat or monologue? Just getting right to the point, huh? This demon. Something different about it.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm gonna mute because I'm gonna work on this dock. But yeah. Gold orb.
Your face! Dante's friend.
It's Lady.
You know her?
From my gunsmith days.
What?
I can't believe you do this to Kyrie. I'm gonna have to tell her, man. I'm joking. Hey, loosen up your jockstrap.
Haha.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Chicka bow wow, chicka bow wow.
Kyrie would kill me right now.
It's a challenge, isn't it?
So, V, you think this kid can kill Urizen?
One can only hope. But for now, we have a more pressing engagement.
Just the pain. It's just the pain. That sucks. Oh. Hmm. Mm. Oh, right. Yeah, because that's a good thing. Hmm.
We've a minor errand before we reach Urizen.
Oh, genius says be careful. Yeah, no shit, Shirley. Ain't that right, V? I mean, you are fragile at the moment. Wouldn't take much to wipe you out in a sticky situation. I'm just saying that running away is okay. It's always okay to run away if you're not up for it.
He who desires but act not breeds pestilence. So it is written.
Okay, Shakespeare. Just remember this. You and I like to exist, so get rid of those demons quick, because killing them ain't my stick. I got your back, because dying is whack. Leave the ones around you to fix that kid.
Pin him to the wall.
I prefer them in Visions of V, if I'm honest.
Pierce through.
Damn. When I get my own copy of DMC5, I'll keep that in mind.
Pardon me. Slice him. Pierce through.
Yeah. Yeah.
Die. Go.
I am nearly done, actually. Mm. Yeah, I'm being productive. That's me.
So. What an eyesore.
I just need like your like input, I guess. Like if you see a problem with something, or if you want like an expansion on something, that's basically what you're here for, I guess. Yeah.
Descend it is. Pierce throne. Now get to work.
Okay. So when it comes to like the early stages of the roleplay, I intend. I don't know if it's gonna stay that way, but I intend to like keep it confined to like the main setting, which is the island. I have like I have like a plan to like it goes from like the island, then there's an arc where they are stuck in the demon world, and then there is probably going to be an arc where it goes to like the wider world of things, which would include Chance Mafia and like World of the Shore, stuff like that. So like at some point we would go to Fortuna. At some point we would go to like Red Gate City, stuff like that.
Gouge him. Slice him. Pin him to the wall.
What's the question?
To the underworld. Gouge him. Rest in peace. Pin him to the wall. The end is now.
No. Well, at least I've established that Virginia has like a set location. It's where it's near Norway, Svalbard, because that's where I'm basing it in. I chose Svalbard because it was like the closest thing that we have in real life to Virginia, to like the idea of that. Malay Island, it's ever, cause like, I want Malay Island to exist here, right? So that's why, that's why there's a differentiation, because say at some point I decide to bite the bullet and I introduce Mundus, that would be where I put it.
This bridge looks unstable. I will not allow him to gain any more power.
It's kind of weird, right? How fucking being Devil Trigger is just DMC's Devil Trigger, but better at this point. When you really think about it, that's just how it works at this point. But then Quicksilver or Ragtime.
Pardon me. Turn it to the underworld.
We are done. Humans are done with.
Pierce bones. Die. Gouges. Human blood is the source of his strength. I must cut off his supply. Scorch them. Gouging. Prepare. Slice. At your pleasure. Gouging. Pin to the wall. Gouging. Enjoy the taste of despair.
I need to do Demon World and Virginia lore now. Then I'm done, I think.
To see a world in a grain of sand and a heaven in a wild flower. Hold infinity in the palm of your hand and eternity in an hour. The angel that presided on my birth said, little creature formed of joy and mirth, go love without the help of anything on earth. To see a world in a grain of sand and a heaven in a wild flower. Hold
I know that
infinity in
poem.
the palm of your hand
I read that
and
one.
eternity in an hour. Slice him. Pierce throne. Angel, a little creature formed of joy and mirth, though love without the help of anything on earth. To see a world in a grain of sand, and a heaven in a wild flower. May not my flesh fail me.
The thing I might do is that I might put someone from Chen's Mafia, or like the stand-in for Chen's Mafia, into Rodinia, and then like tease that, and then at some point expand on it. Well, Enzo, oh, like the broker. Yeah, I got what you mean. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Cause oh yeah, oh yeah, like the way I was gonna go about it, right, is that humans often have to buy Vindicated. They have to like purchase or find them themselves. Demons can just get that themselves. They don't need. Demons don't need it. Demons don't need like purchases. Hybrids are kind of in between because
Gouger. Turn it to the underworld. Pierce throne. So. Pierce throne. At your pleasure. Slice them. Pin them to the wall. Gouge them. Gouge them. The end is now.
Okay, so what I was saying is that the reason I specified that hybrids can make devil arms easier than humans is because I want to make it where, like, humans' main option is buying. Demons' main option is crafting those materials on their own, or somehow retrieving them. And hybrids and a hybrid's like main way of getting weapons would usually be a devil arm.
A phone. I wonder if I can reach that phone. Come meet me. I'm at...
Yeah. Keep your panties on. I see ya already. Be right there.
Yeah. Hybrids can use, like, materials. Because they do integrate themselves with, like, humans themselves, right? But they don't need it as, like, a necessary source, because they can find a really strong demon, cut him down, and then make it themselves.
Yo, you just here to window shop?
Or they can... Okay, so... Okay. Of course, gotta have your gun. Nice. Okay. We aren't going to use the bot, but what I am going to do is that I'm going to give people, like a starting kit, and then in subsequent mission, they will get in subsequent missions they will get like red orbs or like whatever we're using for currency. It's not like we'll probably talk about this later with Frog and Toto, right? But what I'm thinking is that every mission, and it also depends on how like how rewarding the mission is. So, say it's a small mission, you get enough for like a small pool. But if it's like a very big mission, you would get enough for like a whole or like a bunch of weapons. It also depends on how many people are in the mission. Um, because like okay, so the amulet, we might get to that. I don't know if we will, but but like okay, so for items, I'd count like devil stars and stuff like that as items. I'd count books like poems or like things that allow you to learn how to.
It's your turn.
That would be the best way to go about it, actually. Yeah. It well, like Grogu usually sets up bots, so he'll probably be able to do that for us, anyways. The whole like concept of because like the only thing the currency bot would serve here is just like to keep track. It's nothing like you need to use it. Because the items are going to stay the same, we're only just going to introduce new ones as time goes on, right? The prices for the old ones would stay the same, but the new ones would have higher prices. Oh yeah, like I intend to make it work like how the game works in a way.
Why are you just wandering around? We're in a hurry, Chum Chum!
Hmm. Oh man. Anyway. But currency isn't going to be like an integral part of the whole thing. Isn't because there are still gonna because like there is still the possibility of like if the admins are feeling kind, like you get a devil arm or like a rare like mission drop from a boss. Yeah, it like which is because like when it comes to bosses, I intend to like when it comes to bosses, I intend to make like most of them reoccurring. So it's kind of like how DMC4 was meant to work, I guess. With like you defeat the boss once, and then but it like leaves, and then it comes back and and then you come back and try to attack it again, and that time you win. There's more steps to it. Yeah. Uh. Yeah. Yeah. Like reoccurring bosses, reoccurring like villains. If you managed, because like there are gonna be like event exclusive bosses that you just like have to fight, and you don't really get much context to it. And then there is going to be, and then there's gonna be like bosses that are scattered out throughout the story, like the Demon King or like one of the Demon Lords or like the high tier demons, stuff like that. Okay. Next is NPCs because I have to do like if I have to do the Demon King. That's gonna be important. The Demon Lords. I'm probably gonna only use like 2 of them, maybe. Because I don't think people are gonna be going after the Demon Lords all willy nilly. High tier demons like high tier demons are gonna be like the bosses for like events or like really high profile missions. Then there's gonna be like foot soldiers foot soldiers and that type of thing. Yeah, because that's how it works in the series. Yeah, because okay, so there's gonna be like low tier demons, which are like the foot soldiers, mid tier demons, which are like either really good foot soldiers or like average bosses. high tier demons would usually be like events or like really important missions. And then there's like then above high tier demon is the demon lords, and above that is the demon king. Pretty basic structure. Running would be very useful.
At your pleasure.
Yeah. Like one of the main things to keep track of is like, because there's gonna be like a starting inventory and then like a starting amount of money, but I feel like I feel like just like getting money in general shouldn't be difficult. But there's it's like you can't just like pull up Legend of Zelda, go into someone's house and break up some vases and get like a bunch of money from it. Because this isn't a video game. There's gonna be. You can't commit. You can't break someone's property and get money out of it. No. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. New server.
If you're done, get
There's also there's
have
like
smoke and then head out.
in terms of
Howdy.
NPCs, depending on the NPC, because like there's gonna be like cannon drops like devil arms, and there's gonna be like then there's gonna be more like OOC type stuff, like oh you get like this amount of red orbs or this amount of like gold or something, or whatever currency we're using. Yeah.
Neat hog. I never liked this guy.
You test. I know you.
Dumb as a box of rocks. Let's not even mess with this guy, V. He can't even leave the Clyphod anyway. Just a Clyphod parasite.
Alright.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
I think he hurt me. And he's angry!
Not in this life.
If I do implement canon demons, which I am gonna like characters like Mundus still exist, characters like Sparta still exist, and other important like in-lore demons still exist. When it comes to like bosses like Beowulf, stuff like that, whether they exist isn't coming into play. It's more like, will they appear? Will I want to use them? Because oh, if someone wants to get Beowulf, that's fine, right? There's nothing against them. But like, will I want to like NPC the boss fight for them? Is the question. Yeah, and like Beowulf is cool, right? But at the same time, you could also, but like it's also like one of the most reused concepts in like the series. Yeah. Yeah. Though technically Dante did it first. No, technically Dante did it first because it was his game. Because like, Ifrit was like in the first game. That was like Yeah. Gauntlet weapons in general, yeah, Dante did it first. Well, chronologically he didn't do it first, but like to the viewer, he did it first. Oh yeah. Virgo, man, yeah, fair. That's fair. Actually, Angelos would also count as like high tier demons. Probably like because like there's like layers to it, I guess, but like the basics are still there. Still pretty basic. I mean, like, but like at the end of the day, right? I guess it's kind of just depending on which boss you defeat. Because if you defeat a completely custom demon, or a demon who doesn't have a concept move that belong, then it's probably gonna be like completely new. Because I'd hate to like have someone go through the trouble of fighting a demon like 3 times, and then their only reward being like 100 gold orbs.
The cut worm.
Red orbs.
Is the cloud. What do you say?
Yeah.
Okay, alright, that's not good at all. That's not good. Well, hey, wait, where are you going? Are you running away?
Yeah. I mean, usually they could just pawn it off or something. Like, I mean,
that's a little bit more
that's.
than I can take
I mean,
on
like,
right now.
you could just pawn it off if you wanted to. Because, yeah, or like, yeah, that would be cool. Or like a set of wings that act like a set of wings that can like regenerate. And you can use the feathers as like throwing knives. Yeah, it's like yeah, it's like Lucifer but with less steps, I guess. Lucifer, man.
We made it. It's our lucky day.
When I first watched that
Let's go
scene,
find the others.
These glyphosate roots. They're everywhere.
Well, we are underground.
yeah,
Then I guess we have some clearing up to do.
And me without my gardening shears.
yeah. Well, just gonna do it anyway. That's crazy. It's good. Yeah. Now what I have to do is like make the channels and the locations. Like actually. Yeah. 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 Yeah, but I also like making. I also just like making the lore for the whole thing. It's like being very fun. And yeah, I'm definitely making lore. I just haven't shown you it. Well, okay, okay, but this time it's like kind of different because I'm making a completely custom location. That that my custom location has details similar to my custom location has details similar to a game from 2001. Also, because like I said, Malay Island, like, because like, say we do ever do Mundus, if that is ever a thing, I want to like keep it in reserve. Yeah. Vide Marty, I don't really care about it. No, I don't really care about it beyond Lucia and Mathieu. Oh, Ouroboros is like, you can kind of just like make some, you can like just make it, you could just like any like amateur writer could do something better if you ask me. Yeah.
Now to find an exit.
To be fair, right? I think it's cooler that Chen's Mafia or Chen was able to like make himself 70% Sparta somehow. Yeah. Actually, like the Order of the Sword, we're definitely gonna go here for Fortuna at some point. I know that for a fact. Because like at some point we have to like learn about Sparta and stuff like that. We'll probably like that's probably what's gonna lead up to the Mundus stuff if I ever do that. And that's because that's because DMC2, the game, was like not very liked even among the developers, and then the light novel. I just don't think
Can't
they
move
read it
forward without breaking through these.
because like part of me just thinks they just didn't read it. Yeah. The Order of the Sword is like the idea of the Order of the Sword when you like think about it from like an overall perspective. It doesn't seem similar, but when you actually like get into the details, it's definitely like very very similar. But yeah, it's kind of just like squint. But it's kind of like only if you like really dig into it, which is like most of Devil May Cry. All right. Eventually, there's gonna be like a Mundus thing. Yeah. I mean, like most like DMC just like usually has a lot of similar stuff. Cause like even B-Day Marley and Nale Island have like incredibly similar like concepts. They just like go about it a bit differently.
Returning to the underworld.
Yeah.
Fall to hell.
Them. Hey, oh man, like, oh, my attack can never miss. It misses in the first fight. Like, and man, if you're a Fate fan, you already know that's dumb. Like, they hype up, like, fucking Fate. Like, people talk about bad writing but never bring up Fate, right? Like, okay, I like Fate, but okay, there's like a bunch of, like, very, like, why type stuff in there. Like, an example, how does Avalon just deflect Aya? There was the example you brought, but the actual excuse in the visual novel is that Avalon is just better, and that's like, how isn't Aya meant to be like the best thing ever? Like, literally described as like the most perfect weapon, and like only unique to Gilgamesh, and like then in Unlimited Blade Works, Gilgamesh uses Aya on Shiro, and Shiro somehow survives because Roias, I guess, even though and then like a lot of shit comes into question, and then you're wondering how then like there's humans fighting servants. There's like a bunch of stuff that shouldn't be happening by the lore of the actual series itself, and then it just happens for no reason. No, like, cause like Avalon is like, it's a conceptual weapon. I think you already know that, but yeah, Avalon is only useful when you have Excalibur near it. So the only reason that Saber was able to beat Gilgamesh in the first place is because Shiro gave her back Avalon. Avalon is like a very important plot point, which is why they made it seem like really powerful in the Fate route, and then just forgot about it in the other two routes. Yeah. Yeah. Right. That's okay, that kind of like whole thing is debunked, judging by the actual stories and stuff. Let me like explain why. What's his name? Back in like Fate Zero, Gilgamesh had 2 fights with Lancelot. And Lancelot, I won't lie, was actually kind of beating him up. But Gilgamesh just didn't like him enough to take out Ea. That's like the whole like reason, because Lancelot's whole thing was that he can grab your weapon and then just make it his weapon and then just use it better than you, because you know he's cool, I guess. And then he fought Gilgamesh twice, and like the fights themselves weren't like one-sided, but it's very obvious that Gilgamesh was like toying with him. It's very obvious that even though he could have won and that he was making this more of a challenge for himself, he just did not care enough to like end it the easy way. This is further like later on when he's fighting Ryder Iskander. It's like even though the fight was easy, even though the fight was like easy for him, he could have handled it with like complete ease. He respected Iskander enough to take out Ea anyways, because even though he had the capability with like his normal arsenal to do it, it's like respect. Getting Gilgamesh's respect is hard enough, and then getting his admiration, like in general, is impossible, because in general he only admires like one person at all. But he still respects a handful of people. So it's not really that he likes you, or that the fight is too hard. It's that he respects you enough to pull it out. Yeah, it's like okay, but like even if Ea was able to do like what people thought it could do, it's like then why doesn't conflicting interest, right? Gilgamesh could end the plot so easily. Because fucking. In Fate Grand Order, that's like not important right here, but the idea is that there are these like really cool, really like powerful enemies in these packs that can like destroy humanity. Gilgamesh's whole job is to defend humanity. That's like the reason he exists, type thing. And well, if these beast class servants are so powerful, then why didn't he pull out Ea immediately and take them out? Because if he could do that, he probably would. But no, he can't. If he could, then the entire plot of Fate Grand Order would not exist. Ea is not as powerful as you think it is. I don't need to say this, because even in the fight is hyped up in, it still gets like countered and shit. The only time it's ever used for its full effectiveness is like never actually. Like one time in Fate Zero, that's it. Bottom line, Fate is overrated, and I hate the fandom, but I still like the series. Like,
Slice.
yeah,
Pure blood. Watch it.
yeah,
Blast.
okay, yeah. And because of that, Aya can't affect it because it exists as a higher plane of existence. Okay, so yeah, 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 yeah. Because like, okay, I get what you're saying, and it would make sense, but like it wasn't like thought up like that. Even though it is, even though it is credible, I will give you that for like a complete noob in Fate lore that is pretty perceptive. Um, but like the main idea of Fate, like power scaling wise, is that shit happens because it fucking happens. There's no like reasonable explanation for it. Cause Fate is trying to tell me that that like I'm trying to think of an example that Hercules is going to get is like going to obey a 19-year-old lolly. I just don't buy that, man. It just makes no sense to me. Yeah, yeah. I tried that. I gave up. I just accept it for what it is now. Yeah. Oh right. Yeah. Devil May Cry is definitely not as inconsistent as Fate. Yeah. Yeah. Like the main thing with like Devil May Cry, which is what I'm trying to do here, is, well, like Devil May Cry usually has like these big, very like high stakes plots. But with like generally no build up to those plots, if you get what I'm saying. Um,
Hey, I could use a hand.
Oh, you got it.
like
Wait right there.
like yeah, like in a long running series, when you're having a cataclysmic event, there's usually like a lead up to it, there's usually a structure set up to how it works, and then like you then have like the build up, like the climax, how it goes down, how everyone deals with it, stuff like that. The idea behind like the Devil May Cry usually just jumps you straight into the action. That's how it works. That's how people. That's like how. That's just how it is in the beginning. I know that people really like the action and stuff like that, but um, when you're trying to make an action game, it's also like your audience is probably gonna have like a short attention span. So yeah, with the server, what I'm trying to do is that there is a defined plot line. There is going to be a defined path for everything. There is going to be like a definite, oh, this happened because of that, or like we have to prepare for this. The main thing with the server, right, is that in Devil May Cry, progression in Devil May Cry is kind of like, I wouldn't say non-existent, right? But progression usually ends up with like, I get this new weapon and I become better because I get this new weapon. So I don't want to highlight like character, well, not a character, well, power-based progression.
He told me to leave it be, but I'm afraid it still concerns me. As long as there is a blood descendant of Sparta, I cannot take
That's
any chances.
or there.
Do you understand? Find it.
It's usually that. It's usually that or Dante just gets a new weapon, or Dante gets up, just gets up, does it again. It works. Yeah. So like if the series doesn't care about power scaling, why should I? Yeah. Yeah, he just does it. It just happened.
I see. I know what you are. Don't worry. I'll be gentle.
I haven't seen Danny Phantom, but I do know that Danny just like gets up from shit a lot. It just happens. Yeah. Yeah. It, it's like again, if the series doesn't care about power scaling, I don't think you as the writer, like you in general as the writer, should care. There should definitely be like, oh yeah, this guy's definitely stronger than you. But that's about it. Like I don't intend to like implement training arcs. Like just do shit. Like like yeah, it's like training montages. Do that in a Naruto server or a Bleach server or like a Power Ranger server, which I need to get to. Um or but like in a Devil May Cry server, you don't need a training montage. You don't even need like a training arc or something like that. You just do stuff. That's about it. People people are too used to like the Dragon Ball Z way of things. I'm telling you, right? Because yeah, yeah. I mean, like, I mean, like, Capcom in. I mean, okay, Capcom. I just don't think Capcom in general cares. Itsuno definitely cares. I think. Um, Yeah, it's like what the yeah. Mm-hmm. It's like yeah. It's like it's like Capcom. It's like Capcom is trying to keep its fans satisfied until it's like oh yeah, this is still happening, by the way. Just because the game ended, don't think like you won't get content for like 10 years. Um, they care about. It, I think like I think I don't think it's like well like I don't think Capcom really care about the storytelling aspect of it all, right? But I think yeah, like and then and then like the actual care put in because like the series has been to because besides Devil May Cry 1, the series has been under Itsuno's wing for how long? Like six like nearly fucking yeah, yeah, yeah. And then yeah, yeah, it's like it's like fucking Itsuno definitely cares about the series, I think. Um it's, it's like Itsuno definitely cares, his team definitely cares, the voice actors definitely care, I think. Um yeah, it's like and then like the series itself is like the appeal to it isn't because it's like is it because of like a very well plotted out mess even it like well plotted out well it definitely has like a good plot and it definitely has like a good like premise even though the premise is like pretty generic in some aspects. um the like reason people like it is because that it's a series that is very simple to get into. It's a hack and slash game from Capcom. There isn't much to like read into. Um, the, the yeah, yeah. It's like okay, like like DMC, right? The fact that Hideki Kamiya actually helped develop that is just like proof enough that Devil May Cry already has this like a name written all over it. And then like I think by the end, or it's like once you really think about it at some point,
But apparently
like
not quite
you
as
don't like Devil May Cry is just appealing because it's like cool. People don't really care for like I don't really care for the power scaling. If I wanted to, I could say that. Oh yeah, power scaling in this server is completely different. I'm not saying that because I don't need to, because no one really cares about power scaling. And then I definitely need to fix these channels. Actually, I'm looking at the fonts. Yeah. I think like at some point, because like I think Itsuno has lower standards than the fans. But like he knows what the fans like, but at the same time he's more accepting of stuff that the fans probably won't like. Because he was really hopeful for DMC, and we know how that turned out. Yeah. But he was hopeful for it because, you know. That was someone else. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I it's like fucking, even like, cause like in the server, I don't want people to think like, oh, I can't go for demon because it requires like X amount of knowledge or something. No, you just need to like have a cool concept and I'll say sure, go for it. You don't even need a brain. You need to go, oh, I want to do like a guy you can transform into a bull. Go for it, bro. It doesn't matter. Names, just like it can, because like names I don't want to give like a description for. It's more like, oh, names have power. That's about it. Names have power. If you say your name, oh, you might get like a power boost or something, or someone else says your name, oh, that's how that works. But they won't be too important at all. It's like, oh, names have power, so if you change your name, you'll be weaker. Or if you change your name, this will happen. Or like, if you change your name back, that'll happen. But there won't be much in terms of like names in general. Unless I do Kemen Niguru, which I probably won't, but yeah.
Hours of folly are measured by the clock, but of wisdom, no clock can measure. God.
Honestly, right? I'm pretty sure most people are going human anyways. I'm doing a hybrid because, you know, I want to have fun.
I'm fine.
All free, just gonna make 3 characters.
If the Devil Sword Sparta still exists, it may very well be our only hope.
Think about this for a minute now. What will you do if you find it? You gotta be strong in mind and body to wield
And
the
unaware
Sparta.
hybrid.
And you, sir, are neither. Hate to break it
Yeah,
to you,
that's
but
cool.
the Sparta will just be too much for you.
For me, yes. But what if
That's
the boy, Nero,
It'll develop eventually. Like, it's like, yeah, it's like my hybrid.
let's go.
I'm just gonna make it like,
Once we are
he
near
looks
Sparta,
like he's fucking 24, right? But he's actually
even I
like
should be
fucking
able to
200
sense its
years old,
presence.
or something like that. Because, you know, we think, yeah. Yeah. It's like, man, it's like, fucking, it's like, I don't want my, because, like, at this point, I'm thinking I probably won't be, like, too involved in, like, the plot with my character. So I might as well just, like, make my character, like, the mentor type thing. Just leave it there. Save myself the trouble of making myself an NPC. Yeah. Mm. Oh man, that's at some point, because like again, I mentioned that I like want to make the devil trigger like really scary. Imagine like this guy who looks and could like just imagine this guy who looks and sounds like a human who like has like eats drinks with you. Is like sitting around and then one day like a giant demon pops up and he's like, oh, I gotta do this real quick, and he just transforms into like a kaiju, just beats him up. It does.